surely binge-watched Too Hot to Handle by now, and if you haven't, what are you doing with your life? The show itself keeps no secrets, but what happens to these people that see such a rapid rise to stardom after the show ends? You're about to see the cast life after fame. Francesca Farrago splits her time between Vancouver and Los Angeles, balancing her modeling career with her new clothing brand, Farrago the Label. She has of course gained a huge following on social media and has taken up YouTubing as well. Her first video received well over 1 million views in just a couple weeks' time. She and Harry are still together and now happily engaged. Harry Jowsey is originally from Australia and rose to popularity on the New Zealand dating show Heartbreak Island. The relationship that grew out of that show has since fallen apart, but he left Too Hot to Handle with a girl who you already know is going to be his wife. Harry runs a clothing brand called Naughty Possums. I'll let your imagination decide what their t-shirts say. Just like his love, Francesca, he is also quite active on social media and YouTube. Chloe Veitch still lives in her hometown in Essex, UK, where she works as a model. She, like the rest of them, is also quite popular on Instagram and other social media platforms. From her performance in the reunion show, it seems she might still not be the brightest spark in the book, and she assuredly still spends most of her time on her phone. Rhonda Paul resides in Atlanta with her son Amari, where she runs a jewelry brand called Pure Luxe. Rhonda is no longer with her lover from Too Hot to Handle, citing long distance as the reason for her and Sharon's split. Sharon Townsend lives in New Jersey working, you guessed it, as a model. He is also an actor, having appeared in Creed 2 and the music video Fresh and Clean by Fetty Wap. Matthew Smith is the one who wore a beanie in Mexico. That's how much he cares about swag. He has since fled to California like many of his fellow Too Hot to Handle mates, where he works as an actor and of course a model. Matthew is also the COO of the branding company Dreamcatchers Enterprise and serves as the president of M8W. Not only does David Burtwhistle have the funniest last name on Too Hot to Handle, but he has the best pickup line as well, which is walking into a bar and taking his shirt off. He uses the hashtag #LovesASexParty and is the fitness enthusiast that helped everyone stay in shape at the beachside resort. David still lives in England and is a fitness and nutrition coach as well as a Nike training ambassador. You remember Haley Kirton? She's the one who got kicked out by Lana for not showing signs of personal growth or contributing to the group. Personally, I think Lana needs to get off her high horse because this show is obviously not about personal growth. Personal growth? Maybe, but not personal growth. Okay, I digress. Haley is a Florida native and attends the University of North Florida. She is a partner with Fashion Nova and, like the rest of her castmates, been pretty active on Instagram and YouTube since the filming of the show. Kels Dyke is one of the few contestants who did not engage in a romance during the show. It's not because he couldn't or didn't want to. Upon receiving the no-sack news, Kels nicknamed himself the Accountant and began making every calculated move he could to bring home as much profit as possible. Being emotionally involved with an individual on the show posed a risk to that cash, so he simply didn't do it. Needless to say, Kels came out of the whole experience with some money, but not a relationship, although he saw a massive uptick in social media followers. Kels currently plays football, American football, not soccer, for the London Warriors. Nicole O'Brien didn't so much find love during the show, but afterward has found herself in love with Bryce Hirschberg. She lives in London and is very popular in social media while preparing to launch her singing career. She also refers to herself as a professional drinker. Before the Netflix show was filmed, she was offered a spot in the show Love Island, but opted for Too Hot to Handle instead. Another loner throughout the show, Bryce Hirschberg is hoping to leverage his bump in popularity and connections from the show to further his acting career. And he is, as we mentioned a second ago, dating Nicole long distance. Former ring girl Lydia is working to further her career in the entertainment industry while working on a mental health documentary and launching a jumpsuit brand. It's not terribly clear if she's with David at this point, maybe not. Corey Sampson lives in the UK but travels the world for his modeling work. He also runs a fitness and personal training business. Madison Wyborning is a model based out of Los Angeles. Her time on the show was short-lived, being a late arrival and an early dismissal by Lana. She's a model and a stylist by day and a social media influencer by night. Madison's short stint on the show must not have been too special, since she hasn't mentioned the show on Instagram a single time. That's a wrap. It looks like the thing to do after becoming famous on Too Hot to Handle is 1. Be a model and/or actor, and 2. Cash in on your new popularity by racking up serious numbers of Instagram followers. Make sure to subscribe to Behind the Screen and let us know your favorite cast member in the comments. Until next time, stay famous.